What advice would you give to somebody that wants to live and move abroad? Today we're going to talk all about what has made our life in Mexico possible. The first time we ever traveled together was on our honeymoon, and obviously we absolutely loved it. More than just staying at the resort, I feel like we just loved getting to meet new people, getting to be around a different language, different culture, different food. It was really through some of the different books I was reading, the 4-Hour Work Week, Chris Guillebeau's blog, The Art of Nonconformity, Home Sweet Home. I'm going to link several of the books down below to let you know which books I read that really got us started on our journey, really gave us the ideas to make this possible. None of them give you the secret sauce to making it happen. And there's no formula for being able to move abroad or being able to really reach any single goal. There's a lot of different ways to get there. What they did was they just told me it was possible. They told me it was possible for 20-something-year-olds to live in Mexico and still make money. They told me it was possible to travel more than just a few vacations a year, to have a job that allows you more than 2 vacation weeks a year. It was possible to learn languages, and that it wasn't as difficult as everybody makes it seem. I think some of it you have to be a little bit naive, maybe a little bit overconfident. Hopefully our videos can help show you, if you're thinking about moving to Puerto Vallarta, if you're thinking about moving to Mexico, that you might not be able to do it exactly the way we did it, and you probably don't want to. The way we're doing it isn't for everybody, but just the fact that it's possible. But I will be the first to admit, not every book I read is so inspiring. One I'm finishing up right now, The Wolf of Wall Street. Pretty trashy, but fairly entertaining. But don't worry, I balanced it out. Got this today, autobiography. Had to balance out Jordan Belfort with some Nelson. But that's enough for books right now. Hillary just got off work from Dallas. She's gonna come back here and give us her thoughts. Well, no need to worry, guys. The star of the vlog is back.
She's back again.
What did you do today?
Well, I went to work and saw my friends, and I was going to be there 30 minutes and I stayed 4 hours, but I really missed them, and that was fun. And then I wandered the streets of Target and I bought some protein bars to take home and some cheese. I stood on the cheese aisle for a good 20 minutes wondering how big of a cheese tray is too big of a cheese tray for one human to consume in about 30 hours. I came up with about this size is the right size.
They don't have cheese in Mexico?
They do have cheese, but it's not the same sort of cheese.
What advice would you give to somebody that wants to live and move abroad?
You have to have an open mind, which I know is incredibly vague, but I think having an open mind, because chances are moving abroad, your experiences day to day are going to be quite different than what you experience now. So I think having a genuinely open mind and a yearning for adventure. I feel like I'm super adventurous, sometimes to a fault. If there's a one-way do not enter sign, I just want to go that way. But I also think that if it wasn't for that like passion of exploring and seeking adventure, I don't think we would be living in Mexico. So I think Greg's love for reading and adventure combined with my little wandering heart, I think landed us in Mexico. I always talk a lot about have less, do more, be more, and I think our wandering hearts, this is part of us and our overwhelming feelings of doing more. Greg has to tell me on my days off, sit still, don't do anything today, but I always want to do more. I don't think that's necessarily a must, but I think just that adventurous yearning to learn has really helped us transition into living abroad.
So somebody has read books, they've been motivated, they want to move abroad, they're inspired, they know they can do it. What actions do you take? What does that mean?
Sure. So for me, I am a super big list maker. I will complete a task, add it to a list only so that I can scratch it out. But I think moving abroad, I think making lists, if you've never made lists, now's the time to start. I think I started a list and then attacked it. So we started researching places, and there's really no good place to start. There's really no bad place to start. So I kind of just started making huge lists and sort of no organization, just things, everything from a budget, we need to make a budget, to we need to change our cell phone plan, and then just jumping in and sort of like exploring those. And you know, you cross one thing off the list and you add 2 more things. But I think we started researching places. We decided, let's visit some of these places, let's see if we can fit in. We started researching safety and cost of living and things. It started making us feel like it was becoming more of a reality when you take even baby steps. I talked to my work about health insurance, and was this even possible to keep my health insurance, and would I have a job? And I think just delving into the lists, whether big or small, I think was a big part of. So I think baby steps go a long way, and I think once we started marking things off lists, I think the list got shorter, we got more excited, it started to become a reality. All those little tiny things made us really excited. So I know it's not any novel advice, but creating a list, marking things off the list, big or small, if you need to be silly and write things on the list only to mark them off even after you've done them, it worked for us. Our third and final tip is to have less. So this is one of 3 things that we have had to learn when moving abroad, and I think that have less really means you are willing to sacrifice everything about life as you know it. So for us, that meant our car, our apartment, all of our belongings, sacrifice time with our family, sacrifice customs and food and grocery stores and everything about life as you know it. You have to be willing to have less and willing to give all of that up. For me, as trivial as it seems, I loved clothes. I loved clothes and jewelry, and those were material things that I thought were important when I was here, and all that's gone, and I realized after some time that none of that was important. So it's sitting getting eaten alive by moths in storage, but one day I'm going to give it to a better home. We are by no means experts. This is our first move abroad, but if you guys have any questions about our specific process or how that process may work for you, please comment below. We'll try to be as helpful as we can. If we don't know the answer, we can certainly find someone who does. We just picked up Marco's pizza.
Wait, that's not pizza.
Double chocolate brownie. So we are going to leave you here at Marco's Pizza and Flower Mound. Subscribe to this channel, click the bell, that way you get notified every time we post a new video, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.